Okay, so yeah, I know now. I wasn't gonna do a video today. I'm supposed to be getting back on. I haven't been doing videos for quite some time because I don't. It's hard for me right now to know exactly what to talk about if I'm not gonna talk about some real shit that I am going through at the very moment. You know. So that's all I can really talk about. So I guess I'm gonna start by saying this: if this is something like you don't want to watch or you don't want to hear, don't watch it right now because this is my life right now and I cannot help that. And I have to be consistent with my videos and stuff like that. And this is really what I'm supposed to give people. The realest people, they want to follow me for, for who I am. And this is a part of me and what I'm going through at this very moment. But today and what I'm about to talk about, let me say this before I have people going back doing stuff that they don't have no business doing. This video is not intended or about anybody directly. This is videos based off of how I'm feeling and what I'm going through at this very moment. I am grown and I go through shit just like everybody else. We're going to start with that. But my biggest thing that I'm starting to realize, the older I get, I learn stuff daily just like everybody else. The thing that I'm starting to realize is that people, this is my number one thing. I never been a perfect person. I never been a perfect person. I never acted as if I was a perfect person. But I always been a fair person. I always was like, I'm not gonna lie, my grandma really raised me in a way that I'm glad that it stuck with me the older I'm getting, that you gotta treat people how you wanna be treated. Don't act. People call me soft and weak, and I'm overly nice and stuff like that. I'm like that because that's what I want you to give me. I'm not about to act hard and do this and do that and stun on you and act a fool. If that's not how I want you to treat me. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm saying that, bring that up, is because people will treat me a certain kind of way, and then when I give them exactly what they give me, it's a big issue. And I don't understand that, because we all know the golden rule. This is shit that we learned in the elementary school. You know what I'm saying? This is fucking common sense. Don't treat people how you don't want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? Don't do shit to people that you don't want them to do to you. Don't give out shit that you can't take back. That's one thing I don't do, because I don't like doing shit that I know that I don't have the balls, because I have emotions and I have feelings. I know that I don't have the balls to take back if I did this situation or did that. So I never been a person that was weak because I didn't go up and beyond on people, and I always try to stay under the radar and not try to do too much until certain stuff happen. I've always been that person, but that's because I don't want you to do that to me. I'm not about to act hard and stunt for nobody, because ain't nobody about to go through what I'm about to go through with my feelings but me. I'm not going to stunt for my friends, because my friends is not about to go through this shit for me. I am, whatever the fuck the situation is. I'm not a stunner. I am who I am when no one's around. When people are around, I am the same individual. But this is another thing that bothers me, and I take my heat and I take my shit. Hold on, y'all. I think I need my Carmex. Just a second. I look crazy. I had to get my Carmex. Okay, I'm back. But this is one thing that bothers me. It drives me insane, and this is with everybody shit. Like on some real ass shit. If you do something to somebody, this is me personally, and I have been through this not one time, not two times, not three times. I've been through this throughout my life, growing up, young all the way until now. When you do, this I'm gonna say, I'm gonna give an example, then I'm gonna go into deeper details about it. If I hit somebody, okay, I can take my hands and I can hit somebody, right? That's not saying what the fuck they gonna do back to me. I cannot justify, because I only hit you one time and I hit you once, that hey, your fire and your wrath that's gonna come back from me hitting you, you only can hit me once, or you can only do this, or you can only do that. You have to give people the opportunity to have feelings, to feel, to have time to think and stuff. People, to me, they will do stuff to you and they just want you. I'm not going to say that they want you to just act like it never happened, but they expect the healing process, the forgiving process to be how they want it to be. And that's not how it goes. And I know that because it's been times that I did shit to people and it might have not been right. It might have not been right. I did shit to people. I can't determine how the fuck they gonna treat me, or how it's gonna take me to get their trust back, or what I gotta do to get back on their good side, or how long it's gonna be before this is something that they don't bring up anymore. You cannot determine that. But if you love somebody, I feel like if you love somebody, you gonna sit it out because you fucked up. You have to take what you give out. That's what it is. That's like if you kill somebody, they give you 20 fucking years. That's what you get for killing. That's your consequence behind that. And we have consequences in life because it's supposed to teach us to never do that shit again. And I have been there to know that certain shit happened to me, that I had to go through certain shit based off what I did, that taught me that, hey, Yana, you might not want to do this to somebody because it can be worse the next time. It can be, it can just not be how, it can be 10 times worse than what it is, even if I think this is about as bad as it can get. It's just, that is something with people I don't understand. And that's what friends, that's what everybody, like, people think that they can do shit to you. People kill people over their feelings. Do you hear what I'm saying? Like, people die. Like, I was just watching this show on, I watched the ID channel. I love the ID channel because it shows you a lot, everything is realistic on there. I don't really like Love and Hip Hop and all that shit because I feel like they be downplaying our black people and be making us look bad. But on the ID channel, I was watching this show, right? And I thought it was weak. I thought it was dumb that this lady killed this lady over this dumbass shit. She ended up, what happened was, it was this lady, it was an Indian, they were Indian race. She had a mother-in-law or whatever, she was married or whatever, she had a mother-in-law. And she ended up killing the mother-in-law because how she treated her. She used to, like, just badmouth her, just put her down, like, say, like, she was a raggedy ass wife and you don't deserve to be with my son and all this kind of shit, to the point that she got so emotionally unstable that she killed that bitch over that shit. At the time when I was watching, I'm like, that shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's some crazy ass shit for somebody to do some shit like that over nothing. But you cannot play with people's feelings like that. You cannot do certain stuff to people and not think that you're not gonna get certain outcomes from that. So that's been my biggest thing with me dealing with today, is that people, thank you, baby, people don't know what they do to people, and they think that, oh, it's supposed to be like this. No, if you love a motherfucker, you gonna go through that shit. You gonna take the consequences behind your actions that you gave them. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit ain't, sometimes stuff is not just a kiss away, a fuck away, a sorry away. Some stuff, when you do damage to somebody and it's been time of damage, and I'm talking damage, I'm going to use an example. We're going to use 2 years of damage. You did something for somebody consistently for 2 fucking years. But how do you think that's going to be like an easier outcome instead of I'd rather, to be honest, I'm going to keep this real and keep it all the way lit. Instead of going through something for 2 years with a person, I'd rather you cheat on me and that be that one day that you did that shit and you never did it again. And you learn from that. Even though that's harder, even though that's going to probably hurt harder than the other situation, I'd rather you do that to me because at least you changed. At least you cheated and you ain't doing that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to go through something and be going through it for a long time to the point that they don't feel like you have any respect for them. They put their pride to the side to let you know that, hey, this bothers me and you're not listening to me. When people are not being listened or being heard, they're going to go the ultimate mile, or they're going to take a step back to get themselves together. And that doesn't mean that they're leaving the situation, but they're going to pull back, man. It's like people don't expect people to do that. Like, I think people expect that they can just do stuff to you and you're supposed to say sorry. And it's all cool. It's cool. It's cool because you said sorry. Because you said sorry. It's all good. Fuck how I felt. Fuck what you put me through. Fuck how it fucked me up mentally to the point that I'm depressed and I'm losing weight. I'm crying. I don't know how to feel because I'm so up and down, because everything is so up and down. It's like a roller coaster ride. So my weight is up and down. I'm eating. It's up and down. I'm fucking crying from laughing to crying from laughing from crying to fucking laughing. That shit is fucking crazy. You cannot drive a person crazy like that and take them there and think that you can just pull them out of that, because now they're caught up in a raft that you can't take them out of. It's something that they personally have to take themselves out of. And I get tired of coming on here and ranting about shit that's fucked up, but this is my life right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't get on here and talk about the shit that I'm going through, the real shit right now, I won't be making a video today. Because I don't have anything else to talk about. There's nothing else that's on my mind right now besides the shit that I'm going through and what I have to go through. This shit is not cool. It's not cool how people do people. And then the thing that will really gets me with stuff, how people do people, then they have the nerve to give a fuck about how another motherfucker feel or what the fuck another motherfucker saying about the shit that's out there. How the fuck you gonna give a fuck about how somebody else felt and you didn't even give a fuck how I felt, and I'm somebody that you're supposed to care about, if I'm your daughter, if I'm your friend, if I'm your girlfriend, if I'm any of those things. It don't matter what the situation is. How the fuck you gonna have the nerve to give a fuck about how another motherfucker feel, how you done did, when you done did somebody fucked up? You should give a fuck about how they feel. Fuck about what everybody else think. You know what I'm saying? When you in certain situations, if it's my friend, that ain't my mama, that ain't my, ain't nobody else gotta deal with the situation but me and you. So don't let nobody get so caught up in your shit that you start giving a fuck about how they felt, but you never gave a fuck about how I felt or how so and so felt, or how you did. You know how if you didn't give a fuck about how nobody else felt and you put them in a fucked up predicament, don't ever in your life. I think it's the most disrespectful part of your life for you to come back to them and be telling them what some other motherfuckers telling you about some shit that you said about them, about what they did to you. That don't even make no sense. That don't even make any sense. And I'm a fair person. I'm a very fair person. If I do something wrong, I understand there's consequences behind stuff that I do. I understand. I let people heal. Even if it's hurting me to let you heal. Even if I got to go through hell. Even if I got to go through hell because I put you through hell, that's what I deserve. That's what I'm going to have to go through. That's a part of growing up. That's a part of evolving. About growing, you have to understand. If you can't tell yourself that, hey, this is what I get for what the fuck I did, you're not mentally in a state to be able to even judge anything. Because if you can't judge yourself and know that you fucked up and this is what you get for what you did, you're not there. You're not there. You don't even know that you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You're mentally not even there because you don't even know that you fucked up. Because you have to see it from another point. When you get grown, you have to see stuff from other people's point of views. It don't matter about your fucking feelings when you do something to somebody else. Okay? That shit does not matter anymore. It doesn't. You have to know that once you did what you did. Once you did what you did, that other shit don't matter. You don't have the right to try to say anything that they're doing based off how they feel after you put them in the predicament to feel the way that they feel. You put them in the predicament to be in the hurt and the pain that they got, and then when they express it, then it's a problem. You mad that they expressing the pain that they in, and you put them there. I don't understand stuff like that. I don't. And it gets to the point that it'll drive me crazy. I have to literally go to sleep to shut my brain off from thinking about shit like that, because I be thinking that I'm really in this fucked up ass world where I am the only one who has the common sense to understand this shit. And I know I'm not stupid. I know that I'm not tripping. You know what I mean? And I get tired of that from people. Just like friends. Like, I talk about an incident one time I got into it with a friend or whatever, and I ended up saying some shit on social media one time. It was subliminal, but I said it on social media. I sometimes have my ways of doing that too, but sometimes that's your breaking point. Sometimes you are pushed to that you're pushed to that. You can't push people. You can't back a motherfucker up into the corner and think that you don't know what's going to happen, man. You cannot back people up against the wall because you don't know what a motherfucker going to do and they feel like they back is against that wall. Okay? And I think it's a lot with people like, I think differently from people because of shit that I've been through. I don't know a time where I was happy, completely happy, and I didn't have to worry about something. I didn't have to worry about if a motherfucker was doing me like this. I didn't have to worry about if the feelings was mutual, if they feeling like this because they so up and down. I don't know a time where I was completely happy and I never had to worry about nothing. I can't tell you that. Probably when I was a fucking kid, you know? But not even that, because I had to go through shit. Fucking keys. I had to go through shit with... When I was a kid, I had to grow up fast. You know what I mean? Like, shit just is not... You have to watch how you do people. That's the moral of my story. And you have to understand that what you do to people, sometimes you're gonna get stuff back. You're gonna have consequences behind the things that you do. And you might not agree with it, but if you a real motherfucker, I feel like you're gonna put up with it and you're gonna take it because that's what you put them through. How you gonna be you want to get soft on your end, like, oh, I don't got to deal with this, but then you put that same motherfucker do that same shit, and they might have went through the worst with you, but you like, oh, I don't got to deal with that, but I dealt with that for you. You know what I'm saying? That's how people look at it. That's why I think their feelings be hurt. I know that's why mine be hurt. Because if I give you something and you can't give me what I gave you back, we already fucked up, even if that's the good or the bad. If I took some shit, if I did some shit to you and I took what the fuck, the consequences was, I feel like if you do something to me, it should be the same. It should be mutual. You should do the same thing. Like, people to me, I don't know anymore. And I had to get on here and talk about this because now that I talk about it, as you see, my tone of voice changed. I'm cool. I'm about to sit back and probably watch the ID channel, but I had to get on there and say that because people don't understand sometimes. You can't, it don't, when you put people in a certain predicament, you can't tell them when to come out. You can't tell them when to stop hurting. You can't tell them when it's going to be over. If you a real motherfucker and you love them for real, you going to ride it out until that time is up because you did that to somebody you love. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully they can come back from stuff like that. But People, y'all gotta get it together and start treating people the way that they fucking treat you. And if you don't want that shit, don't give that shit. Don't give shit to people that you don't have the balls to take back. You don't even have the strength. You like, oh, I couldn't even deal with that. Don't do shit to people that you couldn't deal with. That don't even make sense. Like, why would you give somebody something that you already know you can't deal with and you think they strong enough to deal with it and you can't? Think about that. I just wanted to get on here to give people something to think about, because this is not an incident that I have with one person. This is something that I have with multiple people, even friends, on a regular. Friends definitely on a regular. So that is something that I really have to stick on, and I'm very serious about. Like, I stick to that because I lived through that. I've been that person that did fucked up shit, like I said, and I had to take it for what the fuck it was worth. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was a year that I done did something to somebody and they was hurt for a year and I had to go through that whole year of hell and deal with that, I had to, because I did something to them. I hurt them. I can't tell them when to be done or be, I cannot tell them when you can't be sad anymore. You got to be over it now. It's been some time. I can't tell you when to get over something. I can't do that. I can love you and show you the ways that, hey, I'm not that person anymore. I can change for you. And maybe when I change for you through time, that will change the situation. But if that doesn't, then hey, it doesn't. But that's the way that I think that people should go about it. Because people, to me, they go about it all the wrong way. You can't try to be the bad. You can't go from being the bad guy to the victim. It don't work like that. You either the bad guy or you the victim. You can't be the victim when you did the bad shit. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker can't kill somebody and then be like, oh, I'm the victim. Nah. No, you just did something to somebody. You cannot be a victim when you do wrong to people. You can't. You just genuinely can't. And I don't like that with people. I'm starting to learn that the older that I'm getting, that people think that shit is okay. And it's not. And the thing is, I'm not a person to preach this shit and not live this shit, because I lived it. I did it already. I done already did this shit. I done already been in them predicaments and shit. Years ago when I was dating people, I done did shit to people. And let's say a motherfucker held some shit over my head for 2 years, my nigga. But I wrote it the fuck out. Why? Because I was in the wrong, and I cannot tell nobody when to not feel pain anymore. And I put them through the shit in the first place. I just be feeling like I be crazy. Like I really be feeling like, hey, Yana, maybe you are really, you are crazy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you do need to go check a doctor out, because you might have some issues that you don't know about. But to me, I always feel like if it's common sense and if it's true, it's going to make sense. You know what I'm saying? If it's not true, it's not going to make sense. That makes sense. You have to treat people how you want to be treated. Period. There is no way around it. There is no shortcuts. There is no way around that. You can't determine. I hate when people try to feel for other people, man. You don't know. If I didn't put you through what I'm going through right now, you don't have no idea until it's been done to you. And I guarantee half the time the shit that I be going through with people, if I did it to them, they wouldn't even be me right now. You know what I'm saying? This shit would be like, it just would be totally different all around. That's what every situation, friends, everybody, family, don't matter. If I did the shit that people did to me, 9 times out of 10 they wouldn't even deal with it. Or 9 times out of 10 they gonna make me wish I never did that shit. Okay? To the core. They gonna make me beg and plead and feel like the blood is dripping on my back type shit. You know what I'm saying? Real deal savage shit. Like, I just don't understand. And then it makes me feel weak for being the way that I am, but I cannot change who I am because this is who I am. I can change for the better. I can change certain things that bother you. I'm a great person to do that. I have done that. And, I have done that with people before. Friends and everything. I had to change the way I talk to certain people. I still have my times, but I had to change a lot of things about myself. I had to change the way that I came off to people because I didn't want to come off a certain kind of way. You can't do, one thing I learned is you cannot do certain stuff to people and think that there's no consequences behind it. You can't rob a bank and think you're not going to jail. You can't. You just can't. You can't do bad and think good is coming from it. You can't do that. That's like I said, with the killing shit. That's like somebody raping somebody. It's like, okay, I raped you yesterday. You can't be sad today. You can't be sad later. Like, no, it don't work like that. It does not work like that. So I'm going to sign off. I've been on here for 20 minutes and I hate being on here this long. I do not try to be on here this long, but I just talk until I can't talk no more. I'm kind of talked out right now, so I just wanted to say that, people, I don't know, I just really hope that people get it together. I hope I get it together, because the way life is right now, it's bad right now, It's real bad right now. And it was bad before. But it's even better when you back. I don't even want to explain it. I'm going to sign off out of here because if I start talking, I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to not be able to stop. So I'm going to stop now because I don't want to make this video too long for people that do watch my videos. I apologize so much for that. But I just be giving y'all my rawest moments. Look at me. My hair look crazy, you know. So with that being said, it's Ayana Renee and I'm signing out. And I'll be on here tomorrow. Let's see how tomorrow is because a nigga down today, G. I'm down today. I'm about as low as it can get. I don't even think I can get no lower than what I am right now. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could spit on me and I wouldn't even do shit. You know, I just walk by. People could throw all their trash on me. I would just walk by. I'm about as low as it gets right now. So, with that being said, shit, you know, if there are people who really pray, you know, pray for me, you know, keep me in positive thoughts for me. Keep that positive thoughts for me, please. I would greatly appreciate that. So, with that being said, I'm off again. You see how many times I said I was off? It's crazy. But I'm going to get off now. And I appreciate anybody who watched or is watching my videos. Thank you so much.